Your Phenology field trip at Cedar Creek Ecosystem Science Reserve. When Cedar Creek Ecosystem Science Reserve was founded in 1942, winter in Minnesota didn't look quite like it does today. It was a bit colder and snowier. Our lakes stayed covered in ice longer than they do today. And we know from data collected by Cedar Creek scientists over the years that our local plants and animals aren't behaving quite the same way either. Flowers are blooming earlier in the spring and trees are changing color later in the fall. Migratory birds and pollinators are arriving at different times. And animal and plant species from further south in Minnesota are showing up here on the property. Maybe you've noticed some of these changes in your own yards. The study of these life cycle events and the timing of these events is called phenology. Scientists here at Cedar Creek need your help and your phenological data to figure out what's going on. How do changes in plant phenology, those life cycle events, relate to climate and weather variables like temperature, rainfall, and snow cover? How are pollinators, seed dispersers, and other animals that depend on our local plants to survive adjusting to changes in when those plants produce flowers and fruits? Are species that used to rely on one another becoming disconnected? And how do the patterns we see here in Minnesota relate to the rest of the country and the world? And what can we expect those patterns to look like in the future? These are the sorts of questions that scientists at Cedar Creek need your help to answer. By observing and recording data on specific plants, you can help scientists in Minnesota and across the country figure out how our local ecosystems are responding to a changing world. On your field trip to Cedar Creek, you'll learn about the science of phenology, work with a group of your classmates to collect data on a couple of plant species, and then see how your personal data compares to records collected on the same plant in previous years and on that same species in different parts of the country. Doing phenology lets you get outside to collect data locally that matters to scientists globally. Your observations and the information you collect on your field trip help scientists at all of these organizations, as well as many others, answer important questions about the future of our planet. It's a big task, so we're extra excited to have you visit Cedar Creek to help us out. See you soon.